Liverpool have set their sights on two of the most dazzling names in world football, Alexander Isak, the Swedish star from Newcastle United, and Victor Osimhen, the Nigerian goalscorer who recently returned to Napoli after a loan spell at Galatasaray. These players are not just talented, they represent the future of elite European attacking football. According to rumours swirling among Italian journalists and transfer experts, Liverpool are prepared to invest up to £264 million to bring both of them to Anfield. Italian correspondent Gianluca Di Marzio, a living legend in the world of transfer negotiations, recently claimed that Liverpool want both Isak and Osimhen in a double swoop that could go down in football history. It's no exaggeration to say that this would be one of the most ambitious moves ever seen in the Premier League, perhaps even on a global scale. Just imagine, two world-class strikers, each capable of deciding matches on their own, forming a lethal partnership with Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian icon who just finished last season as the league's top scorer. But before we get too carried away, let's delve into the details of this epic operation. First, there's Alexander Isak, whose technical ability and clinical finishing make him one of the most complete forwards in today's game. However, prizing him away from Newcastle appears to be a Herculean task. The Magpies are not only reluctant to part with their crown jewel, they're determined to keep him at all costs. According to the Telegraph, Newcastle may demand no less than £200 million for Isak, a figure that would match the world record transfer fee set by Neymar in 2017. On top of that, the club are reportedly offering him a monster contract worth £150,000 per week, a clear attempt to ensure he remains at St James's Park. And here enters the human drama. Despite Newcastle's generous offers, Isak is said to have expressed some frustration in recent weeks. Sources close to the player suggest that he was led to believe in specific promises at the end of last season, promises which, so far, have not been fulfilled. It's a delicate situation, and everything will hinge on internal negotiations between Isak and Newcastle's board. If the club choose to keep him against his will, the pressure on them will be immense, especially as Isak has made it clear that he's open to exploring new opportunities. Meanwhile, Victor Osimhen has emerged as a brilliant, and perhaps even more accessible, alternative. Although valued at €75 million, around £64 million, the Nigerian forward has a release clause in his contract that simplifies his potential departure. Napoli, however, are only willing to let him go if they receive additional compensation beyond cash, Darwin Núñez and Federico Chiesa. This kind of deal involves many moving parts, but Liverpool's sporting director Richard Hughes has already shown that he's ready to tackle complex challenges. He has secured 5 impressive signings so far this summer, including Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Armin Pexi, and Freddie Woodman. Now, all eyes are on what comes next. If there's one thing that excites Liverpool fans, it's the prospect of witnessing a new legendary partnership emerge at Anfield. El Hadji Diouf, a club favourite during the early 2000s, has already spoken publicly about Liverpool's interest in Osimhen. In an interview with Africafoot, Diouf was emphatic in saying that signing the Nigerian would be a perfect choice. He highlighted that Liverpool's solid structure and ambition to win titles would give Osimhen the chance to reach even greater heights in his career. "I'd love to see Osimhen playing alongside Salah," said Diouf. "They're two players with different characteristics, but they could complement each other perfectly. I remember the partnership between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, it worked brilliantly. I think Salah Osimhen could do the same." It's a fair analysis. While Salah is known for his pace, dribbling precision, and killer instinct inside the box, Osimhen impresses with his physical strength, aerial dominance, and ability to score in a variety of ways. Together, they could form a dynamic and unpredictable attack, one capable of dismantling any defense. Beyond the blockbuster signings, Liverpool are also working on several other fronts to ensure they remain competitive in the years ahead. The club are close to sealing the arrival of goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, who will join up with the squad as soon as pre-season begins. In addition, reports suggest that centre-back Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace could be the next target. To persuade the Eagles to part with the defender, Liverpool are reportedly willing to include a player valued at £25 million as part of the deal. It's worth noting that this flurry of activity in the transfer market isn't just about glamour or prestige. Liverpool may have cruised to the Premier League title last season, but they know that maintaining such a high level of excellence requires constant upgrades. With Onslaught at the helm, the club are seeking to implement a modern, adaptable footballing philosophy, one capable of handling the relentless challenges of a league as competitive as the Premier League. As summer progresses, it's becoming increasingly clear that Liverpool are willing to spend astronomical sums to build a squad capable of dominating European football in the coming years. With the potential arrivals of Isak and Osimhen, combined with the signings already made, the club from Anfield is sending a loud and clear message to their rivals: they're not just aiming to win, they're aiming to redefine greatness. And while Liverpool dream big with their ideal forward line, another Premier League giant is preparing its own move to shake up the market. Arsenal have officially joined the race for a striker who could redefine the direction of North London. But here's a spoiler: it's not just Victor Gyökeres on their radar. A surprising twist involving Benjamin Eko is set to stir the transfer window even further. Want to know how the Gunners plan to steal the spotlight? Click on the next story and discover all the details. See you there.